Hi, my name is Sanam Zia Tabrizi, and this is my law analysis presentation. So I did my presentation on Executive Order 14160, which is called Protecting the Meaning and Value of American Citizenship. This was signed by President Trump on January 20th, 2025 on the federal level. And to give some background, it pretty much just means we are limiting birthright citizenship. Previously, birthright citizenship was constitutional. Any child who was born on American soil was automatically considered a citizen regardless of their parents' background or parents' immigration status. Protecting the meaning and value of American citizenship now states that if the child's parents are illegal or are legal but are only here temporarily, either for travel or for education, the child is also not a citizen. This caused quite an uproar. But yeah, let's get right into it. So, our pros, those who support this law. They say that it is constitutional, limiting birthright citizenship to only those whose parents are legal at the time of birth. They say that it's constitutional, and here's why. Here is the 14th Amendment, Section 1. And so those who are against this order focus on the highlighted part, which says all persons born or naturalized in the United States are citizens of the United States. And what they fail to realize is that there's a lot more writing past those highlighted words. And so those who are in support of this order realize that there's two parts. There's two parts into becoming a citizen of the United States. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction are citizens of the United States. I understand the Constitution can be difficult to understand, so I did some research on what subject to the jurisdiction means, and it pretty much just means that the person must be fully governed by U.S. laws. And since the parent is illegal, that means that they are citizens of their original country, which means that they are not fully governed by U.S. laws. And since they are citizens of the original country, their child is also a citizen of the original country. And since that child is a citizen of the original country, that means they are also not fully governed by U.S. laws, which means that they are not a citizen of the United States because they did not fulfill both requirements. Yes, they were born in the United States, but they are not subject to the jurisdiction. That is their argument. Those who are in support of this order, that this is their argument, that they don't fulfill both sections, therefore they are not a citizen of the United States. On to those who disagree with this order. So those who disagree, they say that President Trump's executive order is very unconstitutional. Yes, it is written in the Constitution, in the 14th Amendment specifically, that these two things must be present in order to be a citizen of the United States. But the thing is, there have been multiple times where the Supreme Court has defined the 14th Amendment, and they have said that the 14th Amendment protects children's citizenship. It protects birthright citizenship, regardless of parents' immigration status. So one example of this is U.S. versus Wong Kim Ark. Wong Kim Ark was born in San Francisco, California, to Chinese parents, and I believe his parents were illegal at the time of Wong's birth. Wang grew up here his entire life, and he goes to China at the age of 21 to visit. When he's coming back to the United States, the immigration officers do not allow him in because he is technically not a U.S. citizen, because his parents are not citizens. Wang argues with them because he says that the 14th Amendment actually allows him to be a citizen, and the Supreme Court ruled with Wang. It's as simple as that. The Supreme Court has already defined that the 14th Amendment protects birthright citizenship. And this order, this Executive Order 14160, is going against the Supreme Court's ruling, which makes it unconstitutional. What are my thoughts? I also believe that this is very unconstitutional. I'm not for overturning Supreme Court rulings. Even for Roe v. Wade, I still believe that that should not have been overturned. Once a decision is made, it is made. I do believe that Supreme Court judges should keep their beliefs out of their ruling. But yeah, I think it's unconstitutional. I understand where the supporters are coming from. I get it. And if those Supreme Court rulings weren't there, I would be in support of this order. At first, I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard about it, I was like, this is crazy. No way. But of course, after doing my research and everything, I understand where they're coming from. But because of those Supreme Court rulings, that's their entire job. The Supreme Court judges, their entire job is to understand the Constitution and make sense of it, because, I mean, it is difficult to understand. And yes, the Supreme Court says subject to the jurisdiction, but the Supreme Court has said that the 14th Amendment protects birthright citizenship. So the fact that you're making an executive order, not even a regular law that goes through the legislative branch, gets approved by both the Senate and the House of Representatives. You have to make an executive order to try and push this. Of course it's unconstitutional. We didn't even legally come here. No one did. Well, I mean, many people did now, but when people first came to America, before America was ours, we stole it from the Native Americans. Nothing we did was legal, so why are we being hypocritical? I've heard on the news politicians saying that, well, other countries don't have birthright citizenship and that their parents have to be legal citizens. And yes, I agree, but we are not those countries. America has advertised for years, since 1920s, to many, many countries, to other countries, saying to move here, to come move. You can't tell other people to move here, and then when they do move, tell them that they actually can't be citizens. Now, yes, it is better to move here legally, but some people don't have that opportunity. The 14th Amendment protects birthright citizenship. And the fact that you're trying to push this law is insane. Many states are suing. Anyways, those are my thoughts. But yeah. Here is my reference page. Have a wonderful night.